Tonight on EKB Evening News at 6, a Pike County jury hears evidence in a 2013 murder case. Good evening, I'm Cindy Mae Johnson.
And I'm Gary Sloan. The murder trial of Irvin Smallwood entered its third day in Pike Circuit Court today. Smallwood is standing trial for charges related to a 2013 death at his home. EKB News reporter Shelby Steele was there when the prosecution rested its case and brings us this report.
The murder trial continued in Pike Circuit Court today of 36-year-old Irvin J. Smallwood. Smallwood was arrested 17 months ago and charged in connection with the death of 32-year-old Gregory Todd Martin at Smallwood's residence on Harless Creek. Today, the prosecution rested its case and the trial should wrap up tomorrow. Defense attorney Robert Wright says it's ultimately the jury's decision. However, he felt the prosecution didn't prove its case.
I've reviewed the evidence of this case from start to finish dozens and dozens of times. What we've heard here today obviously is that the prosecution's witness, I'm sure they're who they were relying on to accuse or convince the jury that Mr. Smallwood committed this crime. In my estimation, I felt not to be credible.
The defense attorney also stated that the medical examiner would rule this case as an overdose.
The medical examiner said that even in his report, said that was a contributing factor to the death, that the level and the mixture of the drugs, drug toxicity, and the medical examiner testified, frankly, to his credit, about the fact that had there not been some physical changes, the way they refer to it, and the physical changes meaning the bumps on his face, the knots, that he would have likely found this to be just a simple overdose.
Commonwealth Attorney Rick Bartley declined to comment because the law prevents him from discussing the case outside the courtroom until the trial is over. For EKB Evening News at 6, I'm Shelby Steele.
Pikeville area businesses have a new resource in their community. Big Sandy Community and Technical College has opened a workforce solutions office on the Pikeville campus where workers can be trained in a variety of fields. EKB News reporter Courtney Levern tells us more in this report.
At the Pikeville Board of Commissioners work session on Monday evening, a few ideas were discussed that are intended to better the community from a business and hospitality standpoint. Representatives from Big Sandy Community and Technical College came to discuss plans for courses that will be offered to the community to help them with productivity.
Well, I think it's a tremendous opportunity that we can take our local leadership and tie them in with already one of our facilities of higher learning and benefit from it. So it's an opportunity to bring not only people in to allow them the knowledge that they need to help succeed, but also a way to build team building, to bring different groups together, to learn problem solving and be able to work with one another.
Kelly Hall, who is the Director of Workforce Development at the Community College, explained the plans to open a new office on Pikeville Big Sandy campus for workforce solutions. One of the more popular courses they offer is the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People program, created by Stephen Covey. The courses teach leadership development and how to handle workplace situations.
You know, what they described to us today, which we knew was coming with this new great program, is the opportunity to bring in other local businesses that may have an interest and hopefully apply for a grant to where it becomes really affordable for what you're getting out of it.
They are hoping to expand the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens program into all of the local school systems. Big Sandy will also be offering a course in hospitality management this fall that will teach students how to interact with others in a tourism, lodging, and food business setting.
So it's another feather in this great community's hat to be able to implement and really to help the community grow and prosper and foster growth and leadership ability. So it's really excited about the opportunity.
Reporting for EKB Evening News at 6, I'm Courtney Levern.
The U.S. Department of Labor's Office of Workers' Compensation Programs today published a proposed rule change that the agency says would do a better job of protecting minors. The change would require employers, claimants, and attorneys to disclose all medical information received in relation to a claim. As the rule stands now, each side in a claim can generate as much medical information as they can afford, but then pick and choose which results to submit to adjudicators. The agency says the proposed change would make decisions more accurate and that minors would have much more information as possible in making decisions about their health or continuing to work. Another change would also clarify that liable coal companies are required to continue paying benefits during post-award modification proceedings. While that has been the case all along, the agency says some confusion about the rule caused companies to stop paying benefits to miners while seeking modifications. As part of the regulatory process, the agency is accepting comments on the proposed changes. Comments can be submitted by mail, fax, or internet via the methods you see on your screen. The deadline to submit comments is June 29th.
In an update to a story we brought you last night, one of 3 people arrested following a high-speed chase Sunday through Pulaski and Laurel counties found herself in more trouble after being brought back to Pike County. 21-year-old Ashley Muncie was returned to Pike County to face a contempt of court charge. When she arrived at the Pike County Detention Center, a deputy jailer discovered a green leafy substance during a pat-down. The arrest report does not state what the substance was, but Muncie was charged with first-degree promoting contraband. That charge is a felony and is reserved for dangerous items, including drugs, weapons, or tobacco. Muncie remains in jail. Coming up, UPike's bringing an international scholar to talk about biblical archaeology tomorrow night.
And yeah, absolutely. And local songwriters are in the spotlight every Tuesday night in Prestonsburg. We'll tell you why in 2 minutes.
Well, many people know that this area is a hotbed for local musical talent. The spotlight's on Prestonsburg on Tuesday nights. That's when the weekly songwriter scene is held at a rotating list of restaurants. EKB News reporter Courtney Lovern went to last night's event and tells us what she found.
Local singers and songwriters came out to Reno's in Prestonsburg last night to perform for all those who would listen during Songwriters Scene. The event was presented by the Prestonsburg Convention and Visitors Bureau, which aims to promote area music, especially along US 23 Country Music Highway.
Fred James, Director of Tourism, and I were kind of talking about it, about how to get more music in the area, and the idea came up of a songwriter night, and people just really latched on board. We kind of ran with it. And I also have a working relationship from playing in the area with a lot of these places. So Fred went and kind of talked to the restaurants and the different venues, and they all were really up about it. So we've got a rotation we go between of 6 places.
Prestonsburg Tourism Director Freddie James said the idea began as a way to give 2014 Road to Fame winner Jason Goebel an outlet for his songwriting as well as an event during the week, which James wanted. This mutual interest inspired the event, which rotates through Prestonsburg restaurants and gives songwriters a chance to showcase their talents.
Well, a good friend of mine, Jason Goebel, invited me over, and I've been writing songs for many years, about 20. There's not a lot of places around here to really play live original music, so it gives you an opportunity to get out and just pick some and see how the songs work out if people like it.
The Songwriters Scene and the Road to Fame competition work hand in hand to give exposure to local talents. The musical event even helps out the businesses in which they are held.
It helps our business a whole lot in the community because through the week we've got some slow business at night, and when this comes in, our business booms and brings in a lot of customers, and plus, the local singers get recognition for it. So it helps a lot. I think other businesses should go with it too.
The next event will be held on May 5th at the May Lodge at Jenny Wiley State Resort Park. For EKB Evening News at 6, I'm Courtney Lovren.
Tomorrow night, biblical archaeologist Dr. Gabriel Barkay will be speaking at the University of Pikeville, where he will deliver a presentation on the secrets of the Temple Mount. EKB News reporter Shannon Deskins gives us a preview of his visit.
Thursday, April 30th, the University of Pikeville Alumni Association will welcome one of the world's most famous archaeologists to Pikeville. Dr. Gabriel Barkay's presentation will be centered around the recent work from the Temple Mount Sifting Project in Jerusalem and the discoveries being pulled from the world's holiest mountain. Event organizers say that having someone of this caliber speaking in Pikeville is a rare occasion.
We have one of the world's top biblical archaeologists, Israeli archaeologist. This gentleman is someone you can turn on the History Channel and see at any given time. He's one of the top people in his fields. And just generally, you don't have a speaker of this caliber come to small town America. He goes to large metro areas. But we were able to work it out. So he's here in Pikeville visiting the people of Eastern Kentucky tomorrow night, the 30th, and Friday night, May 1st as well.
Dr. Barkai is most famous for discovering the Silver Scrolls, the oldest biblical text in the world. Chamberlain told us that Dr. Barkai will talk about discoveries from the time of David and Solomon, the biblical era, and up through modern history.
What's fascinating about this, it's very much, I know a lot of people are interested in the finds that date from the biblical era, but this particular project has finds from all the way through history, from the time of David and Solomon to World War I, and badges and pins from World War I era soldiers that were stationed in Israel. A popular history topic is the Knights Templar, and he will be able to talk about some finds related to their era in Jerusalem as well.
Thursday's presentation will begin at 7 p.m. at Booth Auditorium on the U-Pike campus. Tickets are $10 each, and Chamberlain said that 100% of the ticket cost will be used to fund further work on the Temple Mount project. Ticket holders from Thursday's event will be invited free of charge to a second presentation Friday evening at the First Presbyterian Church of Pikeville. For EKB Evening News at 6, I'm Shannon Deskins.
So interesting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
Absolutely.
Coming up, Andrew Joyce is going to be here to recap action between the Reds and the Brewers.
But first, EKB Chief Meteorologist Lathan Hopkins will be in with our midweek forecast. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Well, Lathan, you should feel like a hero right now. I mean, this weather, come on.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Dry, 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 dry. It's been a long time since we've had that. Will we make it 5 in a row? Probably not. We'll talk about that here in just a second. Doppler radar, nice and quiet across the region. Again this evening, we did have a couple of showers develop in parts of southwest Virginia. Just did not make it into eastern Kentucky or even really southern West Virginia. Satellite and radar composite showing. There you see the cloud covering a couple of showers near Wise County over in Virginia. Just once they hit the Kentucky-Virginia border, just pretty much stopped. No complaints there. It kept us dry throughout the day today. Notice now, just a few of those fair weather cumulus clouds forming across the Commonwealth of Kentucky, even into Ohio, West Virginia. Another nice day, and temperatures, well, they responded to the sunshine. 70 degrees right now in Pikeville. We have 70 degrees in Hazard, Prestonsburg, 71 Paintsville, 68 Salyersville. But notice in southwest Virginia where we have temperatures in the low 60s, and that is thanks to the rain showers and, of course, the cloud cover as well. Officially at the National Weather Service office in Jackson, temperature hit 70 degrees. The overnight low 46, very close to normal, 72 and 51. Record high 84, not even close to that. The record low 35, again, not even close to that. But the sunrise tomorrow morning, 6:36, sunset at 8:18. What we'll do now, we're broadening the picture with the satellite and radar composite, give you an idea of what to expect throughout the night tonight and for the rest of the week, as a matter of fact. First system, this is the one that brought the showers to southwest Virginia and the cloud cover as well. This is continuing to move off to the north and to the east. What we watch now is the second system, and it's not looking like much right now, moving through parts of St. Louis all the way up towards Chicago, mainly just a cloud maker for now. But as we work into the overnight hours, we do expect showers to develop, and you'll see them occurring right there, parts of central Illinois, moving into southern Indiana. And once we get into late morning, they'll be moving right into Kentucky, as a matter of fact. And there you see those showers really developing from late morning all the way through early afternoon. If you look close, you kind of see a little counterclockwise spin. This area of low pressure will continue to move off to the southeast, and as it does so, it's going to leave behind some pretty nice weather just in time for the weekend. Yes, the weekend is looking great. As far as the pollen count goes, sponsored by Faith Pharmacy, Adams Plaza in Pikeville. With the rain tomorrow, 4.5 out of a possible 12. But look at Saturday, with the sunshine returning, 11 out of a possible 12. Back into the high category. Get ready for those who suffer from the pollen. As far as the 5-day forecast goes, 66 tomorrow, 70% chance of rain. 66 again on Friday, 72 Saturday, 76 mostly sunny Sunday, 80 Monday, and I think that trend will continue even into Tuesday of next week. So one real decent chance of rain tomorrow. After that, we're back on the nice weather streak.
I like that.
I
love
like
it.
Too. Hey, I can sneeze once or twice for
You'll
that
take
nice
one
weather.
for the team. That's nice of
Absolutely.
you.
Thanks, Lathan. Tomorrow night, the Pikeville Rotary Club invites everyone to come out and taste the world during their annual international dinner. It's a community favorite and one of the club's biggest fundraisers every year. Organizer Jerry Clark says those who come can expect to find a wide variety of foods from all over the world.
We're going to, of course, have some Middle Eastern and Mediterranean food that we've already discussed.
Hummus.
Hummus.
What's the other dish that I'm going to get to try? It's some very funny name.
Yes, it is. And I had to type it on here.
Is it tabbouleh?
Tabbouleh, that's it.
Tabbouleh.
Tabbouleh is a wheat and parsley salad. And that will also be at the Mediterranean Middle Eastern table.
Okay.
We will also have some Mexican food there, of course, Chinese. We will have one of our favorite tables that everybody loves to go to, which is our food from India.
Now, for those who are seeking something a little more familiar, there will be a Hillbilly Nation table featuring items that you might think of like soup beans and kraut and wieners. Tickets are $20 for adults. The dinner is from 5 till 7 in the U-Pike Gymnasium.
That was a delicious story.
Sound good?
Absolutely. We'll be back with sports in 2 minutes.
2-2 pitch. Got him swinging to end the inning. Cueto 38 strikeouts on the year and it's walked.
Well, the Reds been in action and come see, come saw.
Still hanging around.
Yeah.
Never count them out.
Never count out the Reds, at least not this early in the season. The Reds and Brewers last night at Great American Ballpark. Johnny Cueto on the mound for Cincinnati looking for his second win of the year. Cueto started it off early with the Reds. There's a strikeout looking. How about a swinging strikeout? That's what Cueto does. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Joey Votto up to bat, a 389-foot blast to right center. And that'll put the Reds up 1-0. Snaps a 5-game slump. Move to the bottom of the fourth. Phillips to bat. How about a 413-foot shot to center? Marlon Byrd also went deep for Cincinnati, giving the Reds back-to-back home runs for the first time this season. Reds win 4-2. Cueto, the winning pitcher, 8 innings, 2 runs on just 3 hits. Aroldis Chapman pitched a 1-2-3 ninth for his 5th save of the year. In the Reds-Brewers series finale today, Cincinnati hitters hit 3 long balls, but Milwaukee came out on top 8-3. Ryan Braun hit a solo homer and a grand slam to lead Milwaukee. All but one of the 11 combined runs came off home runs. Next up, the Reds will be at Atlanta Thursday night. And today, Coach Joanna McNamee released dates for the U-Pike Women's Basketball Summer Position Camp for girls 6th through 12th grade. The dates are June 8th through the 11th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the U-Pike Gym. The cost is $80 per camper. There is a family discount of $70 per camper. Experienced coaches and college players will instruct with a strong emphasis on fundamentals, work ethic, and the importance of a winning attitude for individual success. This camp is appropriate from the beginner level to the most elite. There will be a strong emphasis on the fundamentals, work ethic, and attitude. We'll have an update tomorrow evening on the U-Pike men's summer camp schedule. In local high school baseball last night, Betsy Lane held off Buckhorn 8-7. Johnson Central topped Magoffin County 3-0. Pikeville defeated Eastridge 4-2. Eastridge comes out over Pikeville 4-3 in a doubleheader split. Lawrence County blanked Phelps 10-0 in 5 innings. Paintsville Cruz passed Sheldon Clark 12-1, and Pike Central got a 12-7 win over Belfry. Coming up tonight, Pike Central and South Floyd will be traveling to Allen Central. Magoffin County goes to Johnson Central, and Sheldon Clark will be at Paintsville. And in local softball yesterday, Eastridge got a win over the Pike Central Lady Hawks 9-5. Jenkins Lady Cavs 9-6 winners over Knott Central. Johnson Central's Lady Eagles defeated Magoffin County 4-0. And Sheldon Clark shut out Shelby Valley's Lady Bobcats 11-0. And Phelps hosting South Floyd in ladies softball action. We'll go to the video and the top of the first. Chrislyn Obermuller will start the Lady Hornets off with a drive to center field. That is a double. Lauren Briggs now at the plate will play some small ball, laying down a perfect bunt, advancing Obermueller to third and making it safely to first. Carly Dotson comes to the plate. Will hit this one to right field, and with the bobble, Obermueller will score the first of many runs for the Hornets. Phelps Lady Hornets win it 11-1. Coming up tonight in softball, Prestonsburg's ladies take on Betsy Lane. Pike Central's Lady Hawks go to Breathitt County. Phelps Lady Hornets will be at Hurley, Virginia. Sheldon Clark's girls go to Paintsville. Allen Central will be at South Floyd.
Isn't it nice you didn't have to say weather permitting?
Absolutely.
You're just presuming it will be fine.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lathan Hopkins. He takes credit for all the weather.
When it's good.
And I take credit for teams' wins.
Gotcha.
Red split today. How'd I do?
Yeah. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Beautiful evening, but some showers tomorrow?
They will return, of course. 4 nice days. Yeah, we're going to get one with rain. That will be tomorrow. 70% chance of those showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Then we dry things out. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, even into Tuesday of next week. By Monday, we could be into the low 80s.
It's going to be a great weekend. And we're going to have some fun tonight.
How about that? The new Full Throttle videos tonight at 7 and 8 here on EKB TV.
Ted Meadows rocks it out.
Indeed.
Can't wait for that.
That will do it for tonight's EKB Evening News. Remember, you can get more local news anytime by listening to the radio stations of East Kentucky Broadcasting.
You can follow EKB News and EKB TV on Facebook and Twitter. We're going to leave you tonight with nature scenes from around Fish Trap Lake State Park. Good night. Thanks for watching.